What's up, everybody? Destin Legary here at PAX South. We are here at the Starr Mazer booth, but it's not playable. What's happening here?
Oh, you open with that.
Yeah.
This guy opens with that. Listen, we're kickstarting this game. We just launched a Kickstarter on Thursday.
Yeah.
We're not finishing it. We would like to finish it so you can donate to the game and help us get it done. We're not showing it here because the Starr Mazer is a combination horizontal scrolling shooter and point-and-click adventure. And I could definitely demo the engines that we've built to do the horizontal scrolling shooter and the point-and-click adventure. But here's the problem. You've seen both of those things, dude.
Uh-huh.
I want to spend a year putting those things together in a really novel and interesting way. But for that, I need your help on Kickstarter. I could demo a bunch of engines that you could play, but they'd be like all the other games you played before. Mm-hmm. I want to put the love in it. I want to spend the time to make it the right thing. I got a whole team ready to the hard part isn't doing a shmup. I mean, a shmup is like if you get Unity, it's like a Unity demo. Everybody can do a shmup.
Yeah.
You can do a really pretty, really amazing shmup because we're good at it.
Yeah.
But that's still just a shmup.
Okay. So why should people back Starr Mazer of all the games?
Oh, well, which other game? You can answer a question for me if you're going to come so hard in the paint with me.
Which other game? I don't know.
No, I'm gonna Which other game has
Oh, okay.
Vert from Shovel Knight? Well, Shovel Knight, of course, but what other game has him other than Shovel Knight? I mean, a bunch, I'm sure. You could do your research and find it out. But which other game has Vert and the Proto Men in it? Oh, wait, and Natsume, the original composer for Mega Man.
Oh.
And Alex Mara's soundtrack, and Jacob Purnell, and Citrix, and Makeup and Vanity Set, and 20 other people. We have an amazing cast for our the game was worth it for the soundtrack alone, but that's just the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Look at the art style. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. You want to see that for hours at a time, and you get hours at a time. It's a point-and-click adventure that's procedurally generated.
Uh-huh. So every time it's going to be different?
Every single time, completely different.
Yeah.
In fact, at this point, if we did the mathy bits correctly, we should have thousands of permutations of just the general first season story.
Okay. So obviously, the game's not made yet.
Well, we're making it. It's being made.
Of course.
I like to think parts of it are made.
But what kind of story can we expect with Mr. Starr Mazer here?
His name is Brick M. Stonewood. The M stands for metal. Brick was part of the Great War. He was the best pilot of the Great War.
Yeah.
He's been frozen in sleep lock for 130 years, and he's woken up by ingot miners who bring him to the Hollow Exeter Station, which is this sort of it was a seedy bar station that over 130 years has become this giant metropolis floating in space next to a nebula, next to a big black hole, next to this big gravity well. So it's in this big triumvirate of danger. And Brick, it totally doesn't fit in. He's from a time when men were men and justice was meted out by the barrel of a gun. His only consumables in the game are smokes, for instance.
Yeah.
He's kind of a misogynistic jerkbag. But he's got to learn that that's not the way anymore. He's basically Han Solo in a more civilized world. Mm-hmm. So that's the story arc is him learning to be a real hero and not just a machismo-filled guy who shoots everything.
Okay.
But there are 3 warring factions. It's just incredible amounts of story. We got myself writing it and an award-winning screenwriter over there named Vanessa Williams. She's also writing a bunch of it. So the story is huge. We've got all kinds of different races. It's fully voiced. We've got an incredible, right now we've locked 10 different actors for the voice cast, but we also have potential depending on whether or not we make our Kickstarter goal. I keep pointing at the QR code. That's what I'm doing over here. Kickstarter is not over there. There's not a booth.
Yeah.
We've got, if we make our Kickstarter goal, we've got potential for a bunch of really famous people. I make movies as well, so I know a lot of famous people, and I try to get those people to do little voice projects. So they're willing to do it. So the music, plus the voices, plus the story, plus the shmup elements, which is those right there, those shmup. Those are my favorite games. When I was a kid growing up, I had a TurboGrafx 16 that I just little cue cards all day long, just in and out, in and out. So.
Mm-hmm. And what platforms would it come to if it was
if we make our Kickstarter?
Yeah.
You can go to starmazer.com/Kickstarter. If we make our Kickstarter, we're targeting PC, Mac, and Linux. It's built to deploy with Unity right now. We got a bunch of engine bits that we're building ourselves, not in Unity, but we've ported them into Unity. So everything that Unity can target, we're going to deploy to. But at first, we're starting at PC, Mac, and Linux. We're going to go through Steam Greenlight. We're going to go DRM free. We got a bunch of bundles already clamoring at our door to get those onto those. If we hit one of our stretch goals, we'll go to consoles. If we hit another stretch goal, handhelds. Another one, mobile. I'm trying to sell to my team. They hate the idea, but I'm trying to sell cross platform compatibility, game saves.
Oh yeah.
So you can
like
continue your game on the toilet.
Yeah.
I just want to take it to the toilet, man.
Okay, so one sentence. How do you get people to back your Kickstarter?
It's a retro, sexy, point-and-click adventure shmup. You know where you can see that? On my Kickstarter page.
Yeah?
It's actually right there in the description. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, well, thank you very much for spending some time with us.
Sure
And
thing.
for more on Starr Mazer, you guys are already in the right place. IGN.